Good morning, afternoon, evening to Disgracelanders. Welcome to Robbo's Vids. I'm Rob Wheatley. This is Disgraceland's happy Crimble, Crimbleina, Crimbleosis, whatever you got, wherever you've been. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I've just been down the pub. I've been working for a few hours and then stopped working and started drinking, which is very, very nice because I was quite thirsty by the end of it. And I thought I'd do a video for you because, almost the last sort of days of the year, and I've got some good news on the guitar front for anyone that's, tuned in for guitar-based idiocy, is what it says on my description on YouTube. Guitar-based idiocy, brackets, may contain pineapples. And there he is, over there somewhere, Dave McCallum, the invisible pineapple, guarding various bits of alcohol today. We've got the Christmas pork, for it is Christmas. See, I've got a zoom lens on this. It's an old camera, but it's got a zoom lens on it, so I'm just... Anyway, this is what we've got today. I'll just turn the screen around so I can show you what we've got. We've got a cigar box guitar, courtesy of Matt Preston. We've got a bouzouki, courtesy of Hazel Paul. We've got an Aria LW12, courtesy of me. And I think that's what we're going to be doing. We've got a slide down here somewhere. We've got a capo over there somewhere. The table of many things. Look, it's absolute shit show on there. Look, everything you could possibly need. I've got a postcard from my brother. I've got a temperature gauge, a tape measure, a toy dune buggy, some plectrums, a couple of tuners, and then that's what we got here. There's a tortoise that contains also more plectrums, picks, whatever you want to call them, more capos, keyboards, nail files, and more guitars. Okay, so. Going to sit down, pour myself a beer, and we're going to play some guitar. Good, we're back. Just thought we might enjoy that little behind. You can't see the guitars going. Put it there so you can see it. It's not doing it now. Bloody rubbish. You can't get a start these days. Right. Happy Christmas. Hobgoblin is the beer, which is this stuff, Hobgoblin IPA by Witchwood Brewery, 5.3%, 5.3%. Now, what they've done is they've done a wonderful thing where if you buy loads and loads of bottles of Hobgoblin, you get various letters of the word Hobgoblin written on there. This one's got B-L-I, which is very nice. You open your fridge, you go, oh, bling, bling, bling. Maybe I've got some bling, right? Apart from, this one, I've got this one sitting here. Look what it's called me. Nice, isn't it? Open a bottle of beer, it's calling me a frickin' hoe. Luckily, I live in Wivenhoe, and you can make your own jokes up about that. And if you didn't know, there's another place over the river called Fingringhoe. There really is. There really, really is. Even though it's Christmas, I'm still saying it. So, cheers, good people. Hope you had a wonderful time. Hope you're having a wonderful time. If you're not having a wonderful time, then I hope you do have a wonderful time in time. It does happen. Look for the light at the end of the tunnel and just get out of the way just before it hits you, really, and then you're fine, Oh, whoop. So I've just been working at the pub today. Jolly good shift, awesome crew, and if any of my workmates are watching this, or still watching this, thank you so much for everything over the last year. It's been absolutely amazing. I've mentioned this before, but it's, you've blown my world apart by just being such an amazing, positive bunch of people, and I'll turn that fucking heater off. And it's been massive progress this year. I won't go on about that because I've done it on the last two videos, so awesome stuff. Look, here's a guitar. Oh, pork. Christmas pork as well. Must have pork. Taylor's pork. 20%. 20 effing %. I didn't even have to look it up. I know it is. Where does it say it? Well, definitely, I've had this problem with this stuff before. It doesn't say it in big enough letters. There are, 20%. 20%! Cheers. Cheers. Nom 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 nom. So, I bought a new guitar. Anderson's, again, did it to me last time. They had an epic deal on the PRS stuff. I bought PRS. I just happened to be bumbling through YouTube the other day, and you know, Anderton's video came on, January sale, and I always thought, oh yeah, there's nothing I want. And they had a couple of Epiphone SGs, I think it's the Pro 400 version or whatever it is, with the fancy flame top on it, which for me isn't what an SG's about. SG should just be a plank of mouldy old wood with some pickups nailed to the fucker and just like barks at you. A good SG should sound like a goose being attacked by a Jack Russell, or vice versa. They can both win. It could be like, they can both end up friends at the end of it, as long as they make a lot of noise. Should have this mid-range honk and this bark that just does this and rips your face off. Anyway, I thought I might get one of those because they were down from a few £100 to about, I don't know what it was, 200. And I looked and I thought, oh, I don't really, I'm so loving that PRS I got. PRS Standard 24, their cheapest guitar, and I got it almost £100 off. And I'm just blown away by that piece of kit. I absolutely love it. Anyone who ever says they haven't got character isn't playing the fucker properly. So just tell them that. Buy one. Give it some stick. You'll love it. If you don't, send it to me. So I decided that I wanted to get a new acoustic guitar, electro-acoustic guitar with a cutaway, because my old vintage one here, it's not an old guitar, it's quite a new guitar. That's just over a year old, this thing. You remember that, the BEC 501 BCBBVB? There seems to be an issue with the truss rod on it. And for those people that don't know what that means, there's a metal rod that runs inside here and you can tighten it and loosen it to make the neck bend in and out, and it just seems to be at full whack and it's got quite a bit of relief. Also, there's a buzz on the A string. Don't know what that's coming from. And it's very big. It's a very big guitar, so when I sit on the sofa it's not overly comfortable. So I thought I might chop that out for something else. And Anderton's had their video. This isn't, you know, they had their video, and I went on there to look. I thought I might just buy an SG because they were a couple of £100. And I thought, yeah, I might. Well, I just wanted a plain top one, as I say. I didn't really want all the flamey business on it. I'm not into all that. And I thought I'll just look at the acoustics, because it's either that or go into Colchester this close to Christmas, which is, you know, I mentioned that I was going to do this the other day in a pub to someone, and they basically turned around. The first thing they said was, have you got a stab-proof vest? And then I mentioned it to someone else, and they said the same thing. I mean, Colchester's quite stabby. I had a sweepstake to see how long it takes me to get arrested if I went into Colchester for biting people, and someone said you won't even get off the train. So I thought it probably wasn't a good idea. And I asked someone, you know, they'd been into town that day, like the Friday before Christmas, and they said it was absolute hell on earth. I was going to go in, and I got so furious just thinking about it, I had to go to the pub like 6 hours later just to try and calm down. Luckily it worked, but you know, I'm a professional. So, guitar, right? Acoustic, electro-acoustic guitar. I decided what I wanted something that sounded like this Aria LW12. Now, as far as I know, it's like cedar on the top, but it's like walnut back and sides, I think. But it has a very, very particular characteristic to the sound that I've not really heard on much else at all, and it's sort of on the attack of the note. I didn't want to go for something spruce and rosewood, like a normal, your sort of classic sort of finger style acoustic guitar. And people, right, here's the thing with tone woods on acoustic guitars. If you get 3 guitars which are made by the same company and made to the same shape with the same bracing, you will notice characteristics between different types of wood. You will notice different characteristics between different slices of the same type of wood. But my thinking is it's not so prominent, and you can sort of guess what, if you hear the spruce top version, what the cedar top version will sort of roughly sound like, and what the mahogany, or at least the general characteristics, right? Sometimes people throw in a curveball if they're the 3. So, there was an old video I found, and they had these Alvarez is the guitar I bought. I bought an Alvarez electroacoustic. There's a massive great serial number on the end of it, but it's basically solid walnut on the top. It's their Artist Elite series, so it's their top of the range sort of shit. It's a solid walnut top and laminated walnut back and sides. Now, I was looking for something which had this sort of attack. hear it somewhere around this sort of register. It's got this on the attack, as opposed to spruce, which those types of guitars, that, to me, they're chucking all of the sound out massively, like punching it in your face, really, really bright, and you get a very bright, twangy attack. It's almost like the Ovation thump, but with a at the beginning of it. And so I was going to go into town to get a cedar topped guitar to see if that, or at least to try a few out, you know, to see what worked. I thought that would narrow my search a little bit. Then the Anderson came on, and they had various of these Alvarez guitars on the sale, and they had one which was all walnut, and on the video the spruce was brighter and punchier. There was no doubt about it. It sounded to me what I expected a spruce guitar, or at least the general characteristics sound like. The mahogany one was really surprising. That was quite amazing. Really deep, really full of everything, but I've always had a problem with mahogany topped guitars in that it takes a fucking hell of a lot of hard work to get harmonics out of it. I had a filed Orsino a few years ago, which was I think cedar and mahogany, and it was just, once it warmed up it was fine, but until then it was a real beast. So anyway, watched these various reviews and things like that, and watched a couple of different videos where they featured this guitar, and it seemed to have exactly that thing that I was looking for. So I bought it, down from 650 quid to 400. I'll stick a link down under the video so you can go and check them out. There's 3 left, but they're doing quite a few good deals on a lot of these Alvarez guitars, and the more I looked into them, the better they seem to be. So that's going to be arriving Monday. It's an electroacoustic. It's not a dreadnought, which again was what I didn't want a dreadnought. I want an electroacoustic. It's got a cutaway. It's got preamp and pickup and all that shizzle in it. That's what I'm getting. So until then, this is Open C Tuned. It would be if it was tuned, which is from low to high C, G, C, G, C, E. So as long as you fret that on the 3rd fret or the 1st. Matched Aria LW12 B. It's not really a B, but if I say that, then you might search for that on eBay, and then the price of these won't go up, and I can buy another one. That's what a freaking awesome guitar! I mean, these are rank old strings from God knows how many years ago. My nails are just beaten to crap from plunging them in hot water this afternoon from work. Still got Happy Dude on my finger. Still got it in my day. Yeah, but that's that. I was also messing about with some bouzouki last night. There's a fantastic video of some old dude in some mountains, I think it's in Turkey somewhere, playing this raz, which is a 7-stringed instrument. It's basically, or is it that? Yeah, same thing. Except there's 2, 2 and 3 strings, so it's a 7-string thing. And it's tuned to an F sharp-ish or an F, I think I worked it out. I put the cap on like 10th fret the other night. Didn't give me a lot of room to work with. But, how did it go? Bouzouki. I'll link link you to that video, watch it. I haven't done any justice whatsoever, but if that tune has intrigued you or sounds like that intrigue you, watch it. It's just an incredible video. This old dude on this mountain, and there's just 7 shades of shit going off. Chickens attacking cats and gunfire and thunder, and this dude's just singing this amazing song. Enjoy that. And finally, because we're doing 3-string madness and whatever else, is the biscuit tin guitar. I'm not going to plug it in, but I suddenly worked it after listening to that video the other night. The intro to Searching for the Spark by Steve Hillage. Enough of that madness. Can you tell I'm waiting for a new guitar to appear? I'm getting like twitchy and nervous. But then for those of you who know me, I'm always twitchy and nervous. That's how you know I'm still alive. Have fun. Take care, good people. Here's the renovation. Still exists. And we're hearing more from this shortly after the new guitar arrives. Or before. Christmas pork, take care. That's a load of noise from here. Hope it inspired you to take some strings off a guitar, retune it, and see what happens. Watch the vid. It's freaking amazing. Chill out. It's 15 minutes long. So grab a pork. Might be a good idea depending on religious viewpoint or veganism. Anyway, take care. See you on the next one. Bye.